Hello guys and welcome to the stream. My name is Morty. Today we'll be viewing Divination RSPS, server that we have spent the last, 8-9 months now in development and early access with a very limited beta team. Finally coming out of early access. As you see right now, we're making our Rags to Riches account, just generating. You've got 3 game modes to choose from. There's Citizen, which is 3 times Elite XP rates. Elite is our base. It's about 3 times faster than RuneScape early game. Gets a little bit faster. The higher skill level you get more experience. Loyalty, Gambling, and PVMing and Combat are all not affected by your game mode. Those are 4 base, well, Combat's 5 in its own, I guess, but 3 base skills plus combat are all the same across all game modes. If you choose Elite game mode, you get the title The Elite. All of your drop rate boosts are going to be multiplied by 1.25. Very grindy XP rates. You are allowed to trade and stake, but it is a challenge. And then you've got Iron Man. Iron Man is your solo gameplay. It's a lot faster experience rates. It's 10 times faster than Elite. However, you're not allowed to trade. Skills, again, not affected. Loyalty, Gambling, PVMing, and Combat. You start with a base 3% drop rate boost, but you have no drop rate multiplier like Elite, and you get the title The Iron. For the sake of this series, it being a Rags to Riches, I am going to play on Iron Man. Now, this does mean that my XP rates are going to be a lot faster, so if you choose to join in and you want to be able to trade with players, understand that Elite and Citizen are going to be 3 times and 10 times slower experience rates across a vast amount of the skills. I'm just going to really quick spam click make our character. I like to go with black clothes just because, the inner goth in me. Accept. And we are now ready to begin our adventure on Divination RSPS. Some key features that we just added, you'll notice your inventory and your equipment screen. Control hover, you can see the item stats to do a little comparison. I will say magic early on in game is the absolute best combat style, so you definitely want to jump in with your starter staff. Alright. You can view all of your equipment stats on the main equipment interface, and then here we have cosmetic overrides. One of the achievements is to equip a cosmetic, so I'm just going to put my beginner sword on. You see, I completed the Fashion Matters achievement. I gained a smiley face emoji and 10 achievement points. And take that off, go back to game, view our bank. I control bead, so I did the bank command, which is why I got this achievement. I get free 2,500 coins. I like the smiley face, so we are going to go ahead and put that on as our cosmetic override. It's a cool little emoji. Who doesn't love cool little emojis? Starting out, you want to make sure to type : ref DIVI 2025. I have already done this, so therefore I won't get the bonuses on my Rags to Riches account, but that will start you with a collector's necklace, a ring of wealth, as well as a few other goodie bags and boxes. In our starter kit, you'll notice some food and this guidebook. Completing the guidebook is going to take you through a tutorial, which I personally am just going to spam through because I wrote it. You will probably want to read a good bit of this. The base of it starts out going over just some basic RuneScape things. How to access your friends list, how to access your ignore list for those of you who haven't played RuneScape in a while. It'll go over our global bosses, which you see someone fighting over here right now. We have AFK ores and trees. These can be fully AFK'd overnight, whatever you want to do to gain items in shops. Full player market. Our custom teleport vault, where you can start boss solo instances with coins, as well as play the boss arena minigame, which there is a shop for here. The main home area, where you'll notice our Well of Goodwill, our prayer altar for using bones, 100% custom scaling on this server. So you will notice our fully custom woodcutting zone with fully customized trees. There are 11 tiers for each skill, so where there's fully custom trees, there's also fully custom ores. Fully custom smithing, over 1,000 unique smithing items. Hunter is probably one of my favorite skills. You can attack these dragons and Rexes. We'll go over that in the video, I'm sure, if not this video of the series, the next video of the series. Farming with fully custom herbology as well. You'll notice these fruits. You'll start by feeding the cows and the chickens, gathering milk, churning cheese. You'll eventually be able to go through here and gather cabbages, wheat, which you can grind down and make pizzas and breads, potatoes, tomatoes, corn. It's the corn. Grain and watermelons. The herbology aspects, we also have 6 different hops. You have magicians, warriors, restoration, alpha scent, archers, and defensive. Fully custom herbology, which we'll go over later. Fishing. It's a little bit different than RuneScape. You have to get bait from the main NPC for each specific tile, for each specific fish type. And what you do is you buy the first tier bait, you fish an inventory of them, and then you use a fillet knife and you cut those down into the better tier bait. Just a bunch of, character customizer, which is how we generated our character at the beginning. The Divine Jeweler is our upgrade NPC. You can also do that by doing Control U. We have various shops for voting, achievements, and loyalty. And we have completed the tutorial. Completing the tutorial grants us free VIP 1, $25 towards our VIP rank, and access to Control B. We can also now yell. And we will very quickly just open some of these to get our achievements done. You'll notice I get coins. If we open the store, the Discord, the Wikipedia, the vote page, and we're going to go ahead and actually vote. Those will just close out and go over those later. Ruin Locust still doesn't work since they did their update to Rue Locust, so we have 5 working vote sites right now. I mean, people could have fish in their house. You never know. We're then going to go in game and just type reward. Oh, wrong one. This is the beta that I was working on. 10 more votes to reach the vote boss. Over here, you'll notice global votes is 10 out of 15. I'm sorry, not 10 more votes. There are 10 votes towards the vote boss. Claiming those, we get some vote points and some watermelons. One of mine didn't register. Which one was it? Top 100. There we go. Come over here and get our vote streak reward. Day 1, we're going to get ourselves a nice collector's necklace. So instantly, I will not have the need to gather drops, as well as having an additional 500 melee ranged and 50 magic bonus. Magic damage scales differently, so you'll notice the magic bonus on all items is going to be 1/10 of the melee and ranged attack. We're just going to get right into it. I know a lot of the achievements. You can view your achievements by clicking on F3 or this little quest button right here. We've completed 9 easy achievements already. So teleporting home. We're about to gather our first Slayer task. Our first upgrade I'm sure we'll get sooner than later. We'll go to the casino and do some gambling, and then just damaging bosses, doing damage, various skilling achievements, completing clue scrolls, opening the simulators, which actually is a very easy achievement that we can do right now. It's our boss simulator. You can open these by clicking the skulls in game. Let's say I wanted to do 1,000 kills of Voldemort with 150 drop rate. We would hit simulate drops. And now here it tells you this is the drop table with the original drop chance, the boosted drop chance with my drop rate, and then the minimum and maximum amount of the drops. So like the max of Voldemort heads that it'll drop is 1, and then it'll drop 1 to 3 bags of bones. Down here is my simulation. So you'll notice in 1,000 kills, I have a chance of getting 1 Origenic Case, 1 Elder Wand, 11 Voldemort Bodies, 7 Voldemort Boots. So these are very clearly more common drops than these. A bunch of mystery boxes, a bunch of bags of bones, and 2 Rings of Wealth, which is very nice for the upgrades. Go ahead and open the Rage Drop Simulator as well. Same exact thing, just different NPCs. These raids NPCs do not drop gear. Instead, they drop fragments. These fragments we will display in a much later video once we have some NPC kills, but essentially you use these on a forge and you have a 50-50 chance of crafting any of the gear from that NPC. And we are going to get back on here and just right back into it. We've got ourselves some money now. We've got 200k. We got 3 orogenic keys and cases from opening the simulators. Let's use those. We managed to get a Berserk Tier 1. That's going to boost all of our melee damage by 3%. I believe 1%. Examine it. 5%. Wow, I'm the developer. I should know these things. So Tier 1 is 5%, Tier 2 is 10, Tier 3 is 15. Open the upgrade interface. I'm not going to be ballsy and try to upgrade it because it's only a 25% chance and I don't feel like losing it, even though I'm going to start out with magic. There's 3 tiers of the main auras, so Tier 1 to Tier 2, Tier 2 to Tier 3, and then when you get all of the Tier 3 auras along with the Third Eye aura, which is experience gain, you can combine them into a Jack of all trades, which will function as all of the auras combined. Very nice to have. We're going to jump right in and grab our Slayer task from the Slayer Master. I'm going to go do a couple kills just so that you guys can see a few key features, but I'm actually a big skiller, and this server has 100% actual mattering custom skilling, so I'm going to jump into some skilling to get myself a new weapon. This is our right-click view drops. You'll see a nice little display of the NPC, as well as all of the drops and your chances for getting those drops. I am now realizing that this text isn't displaying in white for every other, so I am going to go in and fix that ASAP. It will in resizable, you can see it and fixed, but I want to be in resizable for right now just to show off all the key features. Go ahead and get ourselves our first NPC kill, and you will notice my combat experience is not multiplicative. So the grind for combat is going to be real, and that is because we have combat prestiges. With each combat prestige, you will gain bonus damage, bonus drop rate, as well as other incentives towards your pets. We also have this PVMing skill, which you'll notice I'll get experience based off of the NPC's health when it dies. So this NPC has 350 health, so I get 13 experience. As we get further along into higher tiered NPCs, obviously we will get much more experience. This is our settings menu. I like large hits, so I'm going to go in here and I am going to toggle OSR's hit style. This is basically just a cosmetic thing. It makes everything 1,000 times larger. So you'll notice the NPC's health is now 350,000, and instead of hitting for 38, I'm hitting for 38k. Just a little minor thing for people who like larger hits. I know that there are a lot of you out there, so it's a feature that we wanted to have. In our settings, you'll also notice drop messages. So if I don't want to see what other players are getting for rare loots, and I don't care about what I'm getting because I can see it in my inventory, and I want to remove some of the chat box clutter, I can toggle the drop messages, and I will no longer see any of those. We also have zoom in and zoom out. I'm going to zoom in just for the sake of you guys being able to see things in the video. You'll notice a much larger for those of you who are visually impaired like myself. Before we get too far into this, I do want to open the boxes that we got from our starter, because these will give me a huge incentive. So I got 5 boxes of weapons crates. I'm going to open these up. These will give me crates and keys. You do need a crate and a key in order to open them. Box of mystery boxes. We only got 12 boxes, but we got a bunch of keys. And then some more box of weapon crates small. So we got a bunch of weapons crates. Now we can open 33 of them. Let's go through and do that now. Get ourselves a nice little upgrade. These can drop up to tier 3 weapons. So notice this Predator Archer bow is a tier 3. That's very nice. Cybernetic minigun is tier 2. And the regular minigun is, or tier 1, sorry. And the regular minigun is tier 2. We got ourselves a tier 3 halberd. Very nice. Tier 1 dagger. Tier 1 spear. And a tier 1 staff. Now this staff, you'll notice, doesn't have many differences from this. This is tier 1. It's just the very basic. But you'll also notice that the tier 3 halberd is a lot better than the tier 1. With that being said, let's open the rest of these boxes. Get ourselves some armor. There's also a right-click open all. That'd probably be easier. Convenience is key. Got a bunch of different armor pieces. You also notice our bank value is going up. So every item in the game has a value. So if I remove these spears, if I remove these helmets, you'll notice a drop. And then if I go to a shop, every item in game can be sold to these liquidation shops for either cash or divine dust. I'm going to get a little bit of cash, so I'll sell 2 of these because I don't need the duplicates. And then just to feature the divine dust, you can sell your base loot. You can also get this by completing daily quests, clue scrolls, and various other achievements. And the divine dust, if you get 250 of them, you can combine them for a divine shard, which will open up a shop in game where you can get pocket slot items, which are very, very useful. It's the slot right here. Look at that. We got people liking and stuff. What's up, guys? What's going on, Doc? What's going on, Dre? I'm going to get onto the skilling grind because I know how valuable these custom crafted bows and stabs can be. And seeing as how I have a tier 3 bow from this box, that is going to be crucial for my upgrading. We're going to go straight for a tier 3 staff, and we're going to try to do some achievements while we do that. Let's come over here to the Lumberjack Guide. I'm going to buy the Lizardine Axe and the Red Aventurine Axe. This also works if my coins are in my pouch. I don't have to have them in my inventory, so I'll buy the woodcutting knife. You see you spend 200 coins from your pouch for this purchase. Now, again, because I'm Iron Man, I'm going to get significantly faster experience in these skills. So you'll notice one log is giving me 696 experience. On Elite, that log would be giving me 69 to 70, and on Citizen, it would be giving around 200. So we're just going to really quick get our level up. We're not going to worry too much about the achievements. And we're going to see if we can't craft a tier 3 bow. I'm going to disable my camera for just one moment. I got a wooden catalyst, so this is one of our upgrade items. If I open the upgrade interface and go to range, and then go to tier 1, wooden longbow or wooden bow T. So if I craft a wooden bow, I already have a Sarnic minigun and I already have the catalyst. So you'll notice the wooden bow is 450 range and 600 range attack. The Sarnic minigun is 150 and 300. So like massive gains already just doing crafting rather than combat, or woodworking rather. And then if I go to the upgraded bow, it's 500 accuracy and 900 attack. Now these scale up to tier 11. You'll notice that the regular bow on tier 11 is 22,500 with 20,000 attack. And then the captain's pistol is 22,500 with 45,000. But if we get both of them and upgrade them with the Ornate Catalyst, this bow is 22,750. So the same, a little bit better accuracy. But the attack bonus is almost combined. So even if we had this, if we got both, this is now 60,000 rather than 45, which is substantial damage bonus. I'm just gonna, oh, and we made a bow. Nice. Let's see if we can't make a longbow too, just because why not? Nope. We did get high enough level that we can do perch, and we can do our first upgrade with this Sarnic minigun. We'll go to range, we'll go to tier 1, click our short bow, upgrade once. Boom, completed the achievement. We got 2 $1 redeems for our adventure VIP rank. And we got a nice upgraded bow with some bonus stats. Much better than our starter stuff. Much, much better. Already loyalty level 50. Killing it on the grind. Those boxes at the beginning help a lot. Loyalty is basically a box opening and completing 99s, getting level 120s. Those will all earn you loyalty experience. I'm doing things like combat prestiging and slayer prestiging. Keep doing things that stop me from woodcutting. We are already 30 woodcut, so I know that we can do the tier 3s already. I'm fairly certain they are level 25. Yes, wonderful. And just for giggly shits, even though we don't have a catalyst, we'll just try making the bow to get a couple more levels. So really quickly, while we're AFKing our skills, we can see player info panel has this little pink button right next to the inventory. Here you can see your total adventure credits. We'll wait a second because there's a timer. Your total level. I want to say it's every 5 seconds you can do these. You can quick chat your total time played. You can also view your Slayer tasks that you have left. I have to kill 22 Siren. And these are non-clickable, they just display. I did get a clue scroll, so I have 3 clue scrolls left. 3 steps to my clue scroll. I've got 0 loyalty points, 4 voting points from voting. I've gotten 140 achievement points. And I haven't done any of this stuff yet, so we haven't accumulated any of the VIP 4. We've got a while to go. That's going to be the 250 total adventure credits, which we can get for free. We managed to get a rosewood catalyst. That's huge. Now, if we can just craft the longbow, we will be in business to have a tier 3 upgraded staff. Oh my gosh. Don't expect to get it that fast. That never happens. It's like a 1 in 55 chance of crafting these. But that's huge. And we will try for a couple stabs, because why not? So already we've got our wooden bow tee. And now we've got our predator bow, which is plus 750 range and 1500 attack. And our rosewood bow, which is 1300 accuracy and 1750 attack. I accidentally clicked Control V instead of Control B. We're going to open the upgrade interface with these 3 items. I'm going to go to the range interface, ranged longbow. You'll notice, well, this one was better than this, 1750. This has 2400. So already massive gains as long as we don't hit this 20% fail chance. And we didn't. Boom. Now we're going to go do some ranged. Let's grab some of our ranged gear. We've got almost full siren from those boxes. Predator Archer, helm, legs. Wow, almost full Predator Archer. That's Assassin, Archer, legs, body, boots. Do we get any gloves? We did. We got the Serenade gloves. Wonderful. And we'll claim our 2 redeems. These are tradable. You'll notice clicking them in the inventory doesn't do anything. Right-click to claim. Claim and claim all. We're going to claim all. Get our 2 points towards our VIP rank, which will update here in a second. And I don't have the level requirements in ranged yet. So let's go get some ranged and some defense really quick. I'm going to do this semi-AFK. We're going to go to the quarantine zone. These NPCs have a lot of health. They drop the cosmetic quarantine set items, which you can equip in your cosmetic slot. If you complete the collection log for this area, you'll actually get the Lorona pet, which is a combat pet. It'll do damage with you, which is very useful. But let's just get some quick levels. That's all we're using this for. Get our defense up. And we'll go into rapid and get our... There we go. Get our ranged up. Wonderful. We've now got much greater ranged accuracy. These items don't have attack bonus, but if we go do some hunter and some leather working, we can craft ourselves some dragon hide gear and some rex hide gear, which is specific to range, the rex hide. And then we can upgrade these, and we've got our level. Let's do a little bit more defense just while we're talking here. Need to fill these slots. Get some stuff. Alright, we'll hit 25 defense and then we'll go back home. Beautiful. So if I take these predator gear and I go to range tier 3, you notice I need the Alpha Verdalian Rex hide, the Predator Archer body, and the Verdalian Rex body. We're going to go try and make those right now, and we'll show off Hunter. And then you'll notice where these items have 0 attack bonus, if I make the trimmed version, it has 325 attack bonus per piece, which is going to be massive. As well as the offhand, where I only have to craft the offhand and get the Alpha hide. And I'll finally have a shield of my very own. So let's head over to Skilling in the Hunter's Lodge. And then we will come over here and we will view the Hunter Guide. We're going to buy ourselves a rifle. We'll get both needles because we're going to need those in order to craft our gear. We're going to equip our rifle. And we will bank everything other than our needles for now. You'll notice when we did woodworking, when we failed, we got these wood scraps. I'm going to go over those with the item for hunter, but essentially every skill for crafting, when you fail, you will get a failure item. For hunter, it's tattered hides. For smithing, it's metal scrap. For woodworking, it is the wood scraps that we just saw. And those can be spent in these shops for various items, including the skilling necklaces for both hunter and leatherworking. With hunter, it auto banks the hides that you get, as well as doubling them for 1,000 uses with each recharge crystal. And for leatherworking, it has a, I don't even remember what the effect on that is, to be honest with you. Oh, you have a chance of saving your hides. I knew it would come to me. So when crafting, if you're crafting an item, you have a chance of not using your hide and therefore being able to use it again. We'll go over the hunter mechanics as we see them. You'll see most of the time it doesn't deal damage, but then it'll prompt this I feed on hunters, and there's a venge skull. If I don't move, you'll notice I lose 1/10 of my total health level, so I just lost 30 or 3,000 or 3 health. So my total health is 30. When that prompts, if I do choose to move, I will not take damage. So you see the venge skull, I'm going to change tiles, no damage dealt. You can use Soul Split here, so keep in mind that if you want it to be more AFKable, you can either equip the Soul Split shard, which you can get in the Slayer shop for 300 points, or you can unlock the Codex Prayer right here for Soul Split, which you will need that Soul Split shard for anyways, as it's a part of the upgrade interface to get that specific codex. It's a 1 in 10 chance, and you will lose your Soul Split shard whether you fail or not. So you either get the codex and lose your shard, and therefore have the ability to use Soul Split with prayer, and then have an open shard slot for stat boosting items, or you can fail and lose the Soul Split shard altogether and not get the prayer. And that is a 1 out of 10 chance. So you could get it on your first shard and it only cost you 300 Slayer points, or if you're very unlucky, it could take you 15 because it's a 1 out of 10 and it could cost you a lot of Slayer points. I'm going to speed run through Hunters, so we're level 13 Hunter. He's the tier 1 Dragon and Rex. Dragons, again, same concept. They'll shoot little... Well, we'll attack a dragon here just for a little bit of... Also, if you're not attacking it, it will stop attacking you. Like, this guy over here is not attacking this NPC, so you'll notice it won't damage me unless I attack it. And I definitely do not have high enough Hunter to be attacking tier 10 hunting NPC. But we will do a little bit of the dragon just to show you the combat for it. Speaking of, you, such a troll name, has just failed to upgrade a Blood Oath Codex, which is how you get that Soul Split prayer. And Razi just got himself a Slimer pet from an Amulet of Oz goodie bag, which, I mean, it's a troll loot. It's not good. It's better than coins, I suppose. Come over here and bank our hides. And I do believe that we have a high enough level to do the tier 2 Rex. We do, wonderful. So we're basically just going to speed run up to the tier 3, and then we'll go and we'll craft all of our stuff. And then we're just going to farm tier 3, I think, until we upgrade this full set, because that'll put us in a huge advantage with being able to do Slayer and farming further tiered monster sets. I'm not paying attention. Control B. What am I doing? Scrap these. So you have two needles. One needle makes the helm, the body, and the legs, and the other needle will make the gloves, boots, and the book. The book doesn't appear because of the inventory model. I am working on redoing the model for the books altogether. If we use our Rex hides, you will see the shield displays properly. So, just for giggly shits, let's try making a bunch of gloves, get our level up, and we'll come in and see if we can't. I don't find level. Go for boots. Every craft, no matter what you're, ooh, we did make boots, nice. Every craft, no matter what you're making, will always only use one hide. So you don't have to worry about bodies taking multiple hides and therefore the crafting chance being that much harder. Smithing, however, is not the same. With melee items, we'll just open the tier 11. You'll notice some of the items only require one bar. So like these two are one bar for crafting, and then the 2 bar items, like the longsword, have boosted attack damage. So it goes from 60,000 to 90,000 just because this takes 2 bars. And then if you go to the 3 bar items, like the claws and the two-hand sword, you notice that they're 105,000 rather than the 1 bar 60,000. So crafting with 3 bars, yes, it's going to be a lot more of a grind, but the bonus incentive, if you can get the scythe and a prime bar, is massive in the damage bonus. Grab our tier 2 hearts, see if we can't craft these yet. Here we go. We made the body, so we might as well try for something else. And we should now have high enough level to do our tier 3s. Nope, 25 hunter. I guess we'll do some dragons. We're gonna need magic gear eventually. Stop trying to hit me, I only have 5 health right now. Should have grabbed some food while we were in the bank. Yeah, it'd be 25. Yeah, 25. Let's grab some of that food that we were just talking about. And we'll go for the books because we don't have an offhand yet. Even though it's magic, it's nice to have one. No luck. Bank these two. Move our bow into our upgraded items tab. And we will move on to our tier 3 Rexes. I'm gonna go semi-AFK while we hunt these because my dog wants something, but I will be right back. We managed to get an alpha hide. That is huge. Hmm. I should have made the tier 2 gloves. So nice. It's two of our pieces. The music here is rather peaceful. Feeling the helm. I'm feeling the helm maybe next inventory. Slayer is so fast on Iron Man. It's a nice little toggle right here. This gets very spammy. While we AFK this, I'm going to swap over to my beta client and just show off some coming soon features. We, as you saw earlier, we have the daily quests and achievements, but adventures are not yet active. Achievements and daily quests are. You can get daily quests from going to various NPCs, like this one right here with its blue exclamation point above its name. It says the thieving guy. He spends most of his days trying to scam players out of their coins near the player-owned shop's market area. Those are live in-game already, but adventures are going to be coming soon. And with that, we will be adding a fully custom override of the RuneScape map that will be Glimmerwood. Our full MMO, ignore the part-time NPCs, we're currently building custom NPCs for this area. We will have guards. These Goku are going to be replaced with questing NPCs. I'm just going to control click just to show you guys some of this area. This part of the map is completely multiple stories. We'll start at story 1. And then you've got the second floor up here. A little army barracks area. Again, we'll just spam click a little training grounds boot camp area, the library. These will all feature questing NPCs as well as various other MMO aspects. This will be the main castle of Glimmerwood where the king will reside, and then out this way will be our first little village. This is a farmer's village. Again, will feature all MMO NPCs and quests. This will be designed as a player-owned house. Also, bear with us, this map is not yet finished. This is a process. We're forgetting about our crafting. Let's come over here. Get back to it. This will be a player-owned house. You will have your own little port. I don't want to give away too many teasers, but the only thing I will say is beware of Billy. Billy will be our main questline NPCs for the fishing area, where you will have a bar, a mob owner, the leader of the mob. If I can get there again. This will be his lair. A full battle area out back. The guards tower over here. And a new AFK fishing zone will be added after completing a quest for this little area over here. Also ignore all of this. This is, again, coming soon content. This isn't yet live, so the surrounding map and map area placements are not quite done yet. This will be the Glimmerwood Forest, which will feature a few new objects, including the new Glimmerwood tree, as well as the Glimmer Stump, which will be a mineable crystallite tree stump. Let's get back over here and get back to our rags to riches grind. We've got enough to do 3 of our 4 pieces in alpha hides, but we have been very unlucky in our crafting, which only means we can get lucky later. Ooh, there we go. These all also have values, so any extras that I get, I will save 6, so 1 for each of the craftable items, but any amount after 6 I will be selling to the store to get myself some extra coins. And if we truly wanted to and we didn't want to just try and upgrade our gear for that attack bonus, I could always go to the greater tiers. We could probably farm tier 4 and tier 5 right now, and we would be able to just craft that better accuracy and defensive gear, but we wouldn't be able to get the attack bonus from it until we get those tiers monster drops. So I really want to focus where we got all of these from our starter boxes. I really want to focus on upgrading them to have the attack bonus, because that's going to help us get through everything else so much faster. And if we're going to go for max on this series, we might as well do it the right way. I'm going to, again, go semi-AFK, take care of my dogs. Give me 1 moment. What's up, buddy? During that time, we were able to get the body. So let's go ahead and right now we're at plus 510 range strength. Let's take this off. See, the helms are just unlucky. Second we switch to the body, it's like, all right, here you go. Beautiful. So we jumped from 510 all the way up to 835. That's going to be massive. Now if we can get the rest of the pieces, we'll be looking really good. And I can use this account to show off some of our later things, like those raids that we were talking about. So he just reported that the Water Elemental Forge has 2 boots. So I'll come here. You can view his drops. We'll see that he drops advanced boxes and keys, some of the higher tiered skilling items, supreme mystery boxes and keys, the pet at a very rare chance, and the water fragment. Well, this water fragment we would take to this here forge. And he is right, it does have, so I will fix that. I don't want to do it on stream because I don't want to leak our beta IP, but I will fix that as soon as we get off stream today. That is a good thought. So we also have, just showing off some of the raids, we have the 4 God Wars NPCs, all with their custom item set. Full pieces, some have shields. The Bandorian Kazaj is probably one of my favorite looking items in game. I mean, this thing is just beautiful. I love that. I'm wearing the Lunarian set with a 3rd age full helm right now. And again, the cosmetic overrides have no effect, but I'm going to grab that Rona pet that we were talking about earlier, as well as some of the other featured pets. I'll also show this off, just because why not? Let's try to make that helmet again. I'm feeling good about this helmet. I feel like the game wants to give us a helmet. I also feel like I'm lying to myself right now. Yep. It's okay, we just got the body. We can expect to go dry for a little bit. come in here and we'll show off a couple more things, including some of these skilling amulets. I'll grab the hunter one just because we're doing that over there. You know, if I have a rifle in my bank, I don't. I guess we'll have to go buy a rifle. Teleported home. I don't know why I did that. Hunting lounge. Trade the hunting guide. Find myself a rifle. And you'll notice that this necklace I have 1,000 charges for when I equip it. My hides are not going to go to my inventory. Instead, they will go directly to my bank. And not only that, they will also be doubled, which getting 2 hides every hide drop is humongous at the later tiers. Go back to home and we'll show off some of these pet features. This icon here is our pet manager icon, where you can see all of your pet information. I currently don't have a pet summon, so it's just going to yell at me and say, you do not have a pet summon. That Lorona pet from earlier, from that collection log, you will notice I have level 120 loyalty, or PVMing rather, my apologies. Because I have 120 PVMing, I have a 10 times multiplier on my current hit range. So the base of this pet would be 250,000, which this is in the times large hits, so 250 in normal to 450. And then because I have level 120 in PVMing, its damage is 250, 2.5 mil to 4.5 mil, or in the lower hits it would be 2,500 to 4,500, or 250 to 450, my apologies. We can recall our pet to our bank or our inventory. I'm going to recall these to the bank just because I don't need them. Our baby Yoda pet does significantly more damage as well as a higher drop rate bonus. The Rex pet, which is the best pet in game. Whew, that's some damage. 10 million to 25 million per player hit. This will toggle, as well as 10% drop rate bonus. And then if we summon a cosmetic, oh, that's the money bags. This is just a cool little thing you can sit in. I grabbed it for the wrong thing. Let's say we grabbed a cosmetic pet. We'll find it cool. And the Jade Arch is pretty cool, but I really like the Fire Elemental or the Curtain Talus. This is the VIP 6 NPC. So we'll hatch this guy. He's pretty chill. Nice little golem. And it'll just say, all cosmetic pets have a chance of dropping at 0.001%. You can get some of them from collection logs, like if we go to the achievements here, and we go to, not the melee trainings, but the, here we go. Bulgarian's Victor will give us the scroll. We have things like Welcome to Hogwarts. This is for killing 5 of the Voldemort NPC. We'll give coins. And then if we go to Light Triumph Stark, we'll get more coins. Hogwarts Champion, we get the Elder Wand. So various chances to get the weapons. There are also chances of getting pets through the achievements. Customized titles like the Farmhand. Extra XP, this is for equipping a double experience ring, you get the experienced title. Teleport a total of 1,000 times, you get the cosmetic portal gun, which I haven't seen anyone in, but just a little developer tip, you'll notice I'm at 434. If I just spam click the home button 1,000 times, which I'm not going to do right now, but if you just sit here and spam click this, that'll work just fine. And now you'll see I'm at 493. We have over 200 fully customized achievements. Here's some of the ones that can give pets that I mentioned. So I have done a lot of Voldemort, so I got myself a Voldemort pet for 1,000 kills. This is cosmetic, it has no effect. There are pets like the combat pets that do have effects. The TARDIS pet from the donation shop gives double experience. Oh my gosh, we made the helm while we were going over that. Very nice. Let's get that upgraded. And now we're up to over 1,000 range damage. Insane. Look at this noob with his portal gun. He's like, oh yeah, tell anybody doesn't have a portal gun. I spam click the home button for 5 minutes straight. I also have the pink booty shorts. Why? Because look at that ass. Ooh, we got the legs. Also, just to show off a little bit of the variance changed. Ooh. Flaccid, you gotta fix that, buddy. You gotta fix that one little particle. Anyways, this is the base legs. And now we will go in and we will upgrade them. So you get a little view of the non-trimmed version. Now the trimmed, you'll notice the gold plating. Just, I love these range sets. The quiver, the body, they just look so nice. We've gotten a decent bit. I'm sure you guys are bored of watching me hunting, so let's grab our bow. We got to redeem while we were skilling. Very nice. You get these passively, these adventure credits. Any action that you're doing that gives you experience, you can get these. You can also get 4 different tiers of skilling boxes. Right now, we are going to work on getting ourselves a soul split shard so that we don't have to do food at Hunter anymore. It would be very, very nice. You'll notice this is significantly faster now with this advanced attack bonus. And I think, actually, we have enough hides for a couple bags of bones. Yes, we can get 2 bags of bones. Very nice. And just because we are in the beginner stages, I'm going to spend the rest of these on a couple of these beginner skilling boxes. Got some couple hides and ore. We'll take our bones to the prayer altar at home. It is Sunday, so it is currently double experience, so this should go. I mean, we got some Empyrean bones, which are tier 3, Destroyer of World bones are tier 4. And the nice thing about this is, I don't have that many of those, so I'm not going to start with those, but you can use multiple bones on the altar at the same time. And again, I'm going to let these run down a little bit before I use these 8. And this will increase the amount of experience that you get per minute by a lot, especially if you're doing the later tier bones that give substantially more experience. Being able to use 2 at the same time, definitely. Well, you can use more than 2, which I'll show you now. Massive XP gains. Nobody saw me fail and drop those bombs. Nobody saw it. Didn't happen. So that little bit got us all the way up to 64 prayer. And at 64 prayer, we can do, oh, so close, 70 prayer for this one. But we can do our increase all damage by 10%. One task down, we got 15 points out of 300 so far. And we've started our Slayer streak. We've got a 1 Slayer streak. Might be able to get a glove or a. I guess all we really need here is the gloves now, other than filling the collection logs. We got ourselves a clue scroll. dig in front of the home altar. So first we'll have to go to the farm and get ourselves a spade. And I could go look at the wiki. Where's miscellaneous? There it is. Blue scrolls. In front of the home altar. At home on the tile that touches both the altar and the balls. That's the wrong count. There we go. Anagrams. I can tell you right now that this is Battlehound. But if you wanted to use the wiki, because you didn't know that, right here, just simply go open this shop. And again, in front of the home altar. Nice and easy this time. Nice and easy clue scroll. Didn't have to go anywhere. Ooh, and we got ourselves a galactic set crate. Huge. And we completed the achievement, which means now we can sport our top hat. Yeah. Open this up. This will contain all of the set pieces, and I don't have a cape, and this gives magic defense, or not magic defense, my apologies, it's gives melee defense. So I might as well equip that. And this is a tier 2, I believe. Yes, tier 2 magic set. So actually, where was that? That's a Rex body. Didn't we craft a... Maybe not. Maybe it was the Rex body that we crafted. Anyway. I need to do a little bit of bank organization for my own sanity. Get a mystery box. Armor crate. And we haven't gotten any weapons crates keys. Good enough for now. Something else that I didn't think of until just now. That will be a tremendous help when we finish this go. Let's go to the home area and head up here to the combat aid shop. You'll notice these divine potions. So this will increase our range strength by plus 500. I'm going to spend the 45k on that just because I know it will help me for the next few hours. And then we will go back to Predator Archer. I made the executive decision to come over here and show off the boss minigame, which I definitely should have grabbed food first. We did not. If I can get 3,000 of these boss souls, I can buy a Slimer pet, which will help me with my killing. I'm like very off center on the camera. Sit up. Also, the kills in here do give me items, and they will count towards my Slayer task when I get those NPCs, but the items go directly to my bank, so I don't have to worry about my inventory getting cluttered, and when we leave, we'll be able to open our bank and view all the loot that we've got. I'm out of food because I did not come prepared. Also, this rogue is very hard. Well, we were able to get 361 souls completely unprepared with no food, so I will take that. It's not 3,000 for the Slimer, but it is a good start. Take this time, maybe do a little bit of thieving, get some more cash. And I might as well receive my thieving daily quest. Give me a little extra incentive to farm the skill. Steal from the Abyss Altar 68 times. We're going to have to get a couple levels to do that one, but it shouldn't take us too long. You can start thieving by going to any of these teleports. And level 1, we'll start from the stall. Because I'm an Iron Man, I'll probably get level 5 almost instantly. Yeah, there we go. And then we can steal from this barrel of swords. It'll do 3 ticks per click on these. We're already high enough level to move on to our next. So let's go and sell these. No, I can't sell them for dust. Trade for cash. We'll go to home and move on to the next area. We are horrible thieves. It's level 40. Come back over here. Just for this process, I'm going to turn off the game messages because I'm going to be spam clicking. Also, clicking on any of these skills will open the Wikipedia page for it. So right now I'm level 50, I can steal from the casino guard. At 60, I can go steal from the jeweler's apprentices, which are these little NPCs here. Stop failing. I'm such a bad thief. Alternatively, you can just continue doing the first few objects that don't have fail chances, but I find this to be a little bit faster. Ooh, Yoda just released a new video on the. Let's go check that out. Very nice, doing his own little rag searches. I'm not going to play the whole video, but feel free to go check out Yoda RS, who's going to be doing another rags to riches series with us. One more level, and now we can come and pickpocket these. Our goal is to get to the void pillars at 85, but if we get to the melee pillar at 70, we lose our fail chance. And we go back to the 3-tick thieving. We're also having a significantly better successful thief rate on these jewelers right now. Of course, as I say that, I jinx myself. Got ourselves a little bit of cash so far, back up to 188,000. Up to 596 total level already. Training very minimal skills. I'll probably grind out a little bit of everything just so I can get up to the thousands area. Go check out the leaderboards here in a moment. I think I might try and grind out these last few levels on the non-fail chance. I'm going to get less experience per action, but in theory, I may get more experience because I'm not failing. That's how that works, right? It's also a lot less click intensive. This cape right here that Roz is wearing is one of the first to 120 capes, where we just launched this week. We're launching a competition. All of the players in each game mode, the first 10, will get a first to 120 cape for each of the skills. Roz is about to flex his fashion scape, I have a feeling. And just to show off one of the other ones, we'll go to a magic area where we'll steal staves instead of swords. They have the same sell value, so there's no difference in what you do, but a little change of scenery never hurt anybody when scaling. Get out of my way. Two more levels to go, and we can start going for bones. And we'll go to a ranged area for those last two. Let's show off the Jade Archers. Oh, I didn't get the last deal in. There we go. Back up over 200k. And now that we are level 70, we can go to the melee raids pillar, which is located at one quality boss. The melee pillar is going to be located behind the melee raids portal. And this is just a genuine hub area. It's mainly for the thieving things. When you do bossing, you'll teleport into the center, and you can click these to restore your health and prayer. Getting significantly more experience now. And at 75, we can go to magic. At 80, we'll go to ranged. And then at 85, we will finally get to our void for the daily tasks. Turn these back off, but nice to see that he successfully upgraded one of his soul split shards to a Blood Oath Prayer Codex. You now notice we have a chance to get the Rogue Bones, the Galactic Bones, and the Empyrean Bones. And next click, we will be level 80. Oh, I just want to reiterate, I am doing this on Iron Man, so elite experience rates will be 1/10 of this, and Citizen will be 3 times that. Also keep in mind it is currently Sunday, so it is double experience weekend. If we go to our website, you'll notice right here it says today's event, double XP weekend. And if we go to the event calendar, you can see the events for every day. So right here, the massive shop sale ends tomorrow. That was our sale for release. We have double experience weekend. Tomorrow is the fade out, which is 1.5x. We have the Discord invite competition going on, and then the race to 120 competition going on. Tuesdays are skilling days, so you have players will have double the chance of earning boxes and redeems. Wednesday's bossing day, so on Wednesdays players only have a 10% chance of being teleported out of the group bossing. And Thursday is Slayer Day, in which you'll get double Slayer points as well as 1.5%, 1.5x your Slayer experience. There we go, just like that, we're at 85. And we'll go check out our daily quests. We're already at 10 out of 68, because each individual thief counts, not just your click. So every click counts as 3. You may have noticed on the range pillar we started getting the tier 3 Shade, Dagon, and Telgar bones. And now we will be moving here where we have a chance of getting the tier 4. Or tier 5 rather, my apologies. Tier 5. Over halfway done. And we'll be pretty close to 90 thieving with this as well, which we will then be able to do. Place some of these on the bank safe at home. And then at 95, we can do the Divine Kush stall, which is where we'll really start making some good money. I have game messages turned off just to stop the spam of the "you have stolen a bone." Oh, and I turned it on right in time because I turned it on as we completed our daily tasks. So notice now if I go to daily quest and I go to thieving, it will say I have completed my quest from Martin Thwaite. I should return to him and report my success. Welcome back, Rags to Rich. Thank you for taking care of that for me. Please take this as a reward. We got 500 loyalty points, and we got 50 of the Divine Dusk for that one. So here you can see in the loyalty shop we can get drop rate potions, experience potions, adventurer credits, as well as bags of bones, which is what I'm going to spend my 2 on. We got 50 predator bones. These are the tier 3 bones. And I am going to create a new bank tab for these because I like to be organized. So we'll grab our Malevolent. Then we have Seraphic and Cyrenic. We're going to go melee, ranged, magic. No, we'll go melee, magic, ranged for all of them. So we have Empyrean, Galactic Crow, Dagon, Tagara Shade. Predator is the tier 4. And then we have our Dragon Hunter, our Polyphorian, and our Destroyer of Worlds. We actually got a tier 5 bone as well. Oh, I lied. Notice all of these stacks are going down. Once one stack ends, they will all stop. So start with the ones that you have the most of. And we're already almost 70 prayer. We're at 68, which means we can almost use our Archer's Aggression. That's all I'm really trying to unlock right now. Which I should be able. I accidentally buried one. Which I should be able to do with just these 2 stacks. Beautiful. We no longer need this, so I'm just going to take this out of the bank. And move our Divine Dust over here. And I think this is where we will end our first Rags to Riches stream. I'm going to go make some lunch, and then maybe we'll get right back into stream number 2, where we will start going for our Soul Split Shard and some better gear. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.